Welcome back. Welcome back once again to another live episode of Talk Therapy Live. Here with me and the Honorable Bishop MarVon C. Bozeman.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, good morning to you as well. Glad to be here.
Hey, I'm still charged up off that song they just played.
All right.
Is it? He will never lose his power.
The blood will never lose its power.
The
Yes.
blood will never
Yeah.
lose its power. I just like that rendition there.
I hear you. Yeah.
Well, you are listening to a Gold Chip communication station. If you want to listen live, if you're in your car, or if you're in the workplace and you just want to listen on audio, go to www.1580thepraise.com and click on Listen Now. But if you're not, if you're at home, please like, share, and comment on Talk Therapy Live Facebook page. All right, come on in, friends and family. Come on in. Good morning, Miss Marva Bozeman is watching today.
What's going on, Mom?
Yes, good morning. Aja Trout, our beautiful mothers are here.
Good morning. Good morning.
I think they're our #1 fans, right?
I hope so.
I believe that is correct.
Yeah.
Thank you. Please chime in. Sister Brittany Bloom Bozeman is here. All right,
Good morning.
family.
Good morning.
Come on in. Super excited. Can you believe this is Christmas week?
I can.
You can believe
really
it.
can.
It just does
Yeah.
not feel like I think we live in
Yeah.
such strange times right
Listen,
now.
Time is flying by, so I can believe it is Christmas week.
I mean, I can't
Yeah.
believe it. I'm trying to apply some radical acceptance,
It is
but I'm
what it
looking
is.
forward to sharing and,
Yeah.
having fun with family.
Yeah.
All right, so I am Kimberly Bozeman, the owner of Healthy Emotes Counseling Services, located at 1011 East Jenkins Avenue, but I am still doing telehealth services. Listen, if you need to get in to see me, you need to book it now. I'm booking clear out to March, but you can reach me at 614-669-5115.
Yes.
And who are you?
Bishop MarVon Bozeman, they tell me, the pastor of the Assembly of Faith Church, 1571 South Parsons Avenue. We're on the south side. They call it Marion Village.
Marion Village.
That's where we are.
Does the church have anything exciting going on?
Listen, every Sunday is exciting.
It really is.
But let me share this with you, though, really. We are going to actually collect some things for those in Kentucky.
Okay.
So they kind of lost everything, but we want to do
Yes.
our part right here from the city of Columbus, right here. And we want to be able to send some things down there, such as extension cords, batteries, what is heaters, electric heaters, gas cans, all of that. Generators.
They
If
need
you
it
have that,
all, yeah.
they need it all. So we want to do our part in making sure that we are able to help them. It could have been us.
Very easily.
Most definitely.
Kentucky is about, 4 hours away?
Yeah, it's not far at all.
Yeah. Good morning, Mary Stevenson. So we are soliciting help for this. This is a community effort. If you have donations, even if it's monetary, we can do the shopping.
Yeah.
Please call the church
Please.
at 614-252-1539. We need your donations. Pastors, if you are listening, please solicit it from your church. Have your church members, because like Bishop said, it could have very easily been us, but we just want to be of help.
Most definitely. Well, that's the body of Christ. We're supposed to come together, unify, and make sure that we're able to help when it is necessary. So we call it in the unity of the faith. Right? So we're going to come together. We're going to do that and meet the needs of those in Kentucky. So we do need your help, need your support. 614-252-1539. Please give us a call and make a donation.
Yes, and we're thanking you in advance for that. All right, so today's topic is sharing your gifts with the world. Share your gifts with the world. So we know that all year we should really be in that mode of giving. It's such a blessing to be able to give. But we want to talk a little bit, just because this is Christmas weekend and the season is coming, we want to talk a little bit about Christmas. Bishop, I want to ask you, do you think that Christians should celebrate Christmas?
I think we should celebrate the Christ. Most definitely. Honestly, I believe that that Christmas really is another time for loved ones and all to get together and enjoy each other. Yes, I believe symbolically is for the to recognize the birth of Christ. You know, we really are not sure as the date of his birthday.
Yes.
It could be on January the 10th.
It could be June.
And we can have Christmas on January.
Listen.
Yeah, it makes no difference.
Because I feel like we get so caught up, and this is the body of Christ, period. We
Yeah.
like finding things where we can fight each other over.
That's true.
We really don't know the date per se, but we know that it happened.
Yeah.
We have the evidence and there's scientific proof that Jesus the Christ was born.
Exactly.
So we don't want to get caught off a win and all that.
Right.
We just want to set aside time to honor what he has done.
And we do that every day.
Yes,
sir. We honor Christ every day. We honor Christ every Sunday.
Yes.
Every Saturday for those that worship on Saturday. Midweek service, and as I stated, every day. So this is what we do. And hey, whether it's a pagan holiday of money being spent, gifts being bought, we understand as believers really what it stands for us.
It is for us.
Yes.
Because Jesus Christ was manifested in the world to destroy the works of the enemy.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's why we actually should take time to honor and to celebrate. I don't think that there's anything wrong with giving honor to whom honor is due.
Well, Christmas really is every day. If you want to put a title on it and say Christmas, it is every day. Because we want to honor him every day.
Every day. We want to honor him and we want to worship him every day. What do you guys think?
But take advantage of Christmas and have fun with your family.
Indeed.
Share with us what it is that you think. Give us a little something on there so we can read it and share with everyone. But take advantage of the time. Same way with Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Just come together, fellowship with family and friends, and have a good time.
I love what we do as a people. We can take something that was meant for bad and turn it around for the good. It's just like Thanksgiving. We know historically how it got initiated. But then here we are turning it around, thanking God, giving God the glory, and family coming together in love, unity, and harmony. Because the truth be told, if it was not for these holidays, families probably would not be getting together other than funerals.
Most
you know, so we thank God seriously, funerals and weddings. So we take advantage of the holiday.
Yeah, you said funerals and weddings, right?
Seriously. So do you all think that we should, what does Marva Bozeman say?
Do you see that on there?
Yes, she said, "Oh, come, let us adore him."
Where you reading that at?
Every day,
that's,
right
Sister
here.
Brittany.
Oh, Brittany Bozeman.
Now.
Okay.
Well, come on, Mom. You must respond then. She got you kind of mixed up here.
Yes.
That's the number 3, Bozeman.
Number 3, Bozeman.
Is she 4? Let's see.
I don't know. I have another question for you, though. So we understand that wise men came when they heard about the birth of our Lord and Savior. Wise men came from afar. Why do you think they brought gifts to an infant? I mean, they brought what? Gold, frankincense and myrrh. Right.
They understood who he was. You know, the gift that they actually brought to Jesus. Frankincense actually represents the infant's divinity. That's what frankincense actually represents. Myrrh actually touches on his mortality. And then, with all of these gifts, frankincense recognizes that he's the king of the Jews.
I love it.
So each gift that was brought to Jesus actually summed up who he really was.
And gold weathers the storm. You know, it doesn't rust out. It doesn't wear out.
So he's the King of Kings.
Oh,
so
you're gonna make me shout right here.
He's not just the, as they say, wise men, and some people label them as being kings. It really doesn't say that they were kings. It does say that they were wise men.
Okay.
And it doesn't even say how many. But we
and
make
I
it seem like it's three.
Right,
because of the
exactly.
three gifts.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So,
could have been a whole gang, but
could have been a whole gang with a whole bunch of fragrances, myrrh,
had a whole posse
and all.
going on.
Exactly.
But I love it because it's prophetic in nature. They're speaking towards what is coming with their gifts. I love that.
Yes.
So here we are in the holiday season, and again, our title is Share Your Gifts with the World. We see that these wise men, they share their gifts prophetically with this infant. So we want to talk about sharing your gifts. Now, I'm not talking about the commercialism of Christmas. I'm not talking about that at all, because truth is, it's Jesus' birthday. We don't even need to go hard on one another. But what gift do you have that you could share with the world? Bishop, what gift do you have that you share with the world?
When I think about that, I actually think about the fruits of the Spirit. So if you're talking about really not, giving any material thing at all, share love.
That's
peace,
good. Yes.
kindness, temperance, meekness.
And don't we need it in these days and times?
We need that. What better gift to share in the day that we are in than those fruits of the Spirit?
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's share that.
But let me say this. You are a beautiful gift to the world.
Well, so are you.
No. I'm talking about you right now.
Oh, you're talking about me? Oh, I was just...
No, honestly, you are a beautiful gift to the world.
I appreciate that.
And you don't just... You have many gifts within the gift. You're a beautiful gift, but then you have so much within that you share with the world. You have a heart for God's people. You're talking about love and compassion, and you really do care about people. We all know that you can preach the paint off the walls. You have a beautiful gift. You share so much of yourself, even when you were sick. When you had excuses not to share your gift, you did that anyway. You have the gift of singing. You have the gift of prophecy. I mean, you just have and I just want to say, that I thank God for you and for all of your gifts that you so selfishly share. And I say selflessly.
There you go.
Here we go. Selflessly.
I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah, help me out.
You praising me, isn't that something? Trying to tell you what to say. No, I'm just kidding.
And sometimes I wish he would not share as much, because I see how much he gives and gives and gives, and sometimes it seems like it's it's a thankless job. You know what I mean? But I thank you because you know who you are. You know what you're called to do.
So when it's you, it's easy. You don't hold anything back. It's an immediate response of who you are. In the time of someone else's need, like we're talking about taking items down to Kentucky.
Yes.
Immediately that dropped in my spirit. Hey, let's just do that. If I had $1 million, honestly, of course it'd have to be more than that today, since $1 million won't go by like that.
It really would.
But it's just who I am to be able to do that. Would you like my glasses?
I thought I had mine.
Okay.
Well, you have yours on.
Can you read? You doing all?
Can you read that?
Like that, telling your age and everything. It says that we are instructed to share the Great Commission. That is the greatest gift that we can give.
That's right. That's
true.
Right. Exactly. But what about you all? What gifts do you have that you can share? And I know the fruits of the Spirit, that should be automatic as becoming believers.
It should be.
An operative word is should be. Okay, so that should be a given. But like I just mentioned, all the gifts that Bishop have. And I just want to mention, a couple of my gifts too, that, I know what my purpose is. And I want to ask you after I get done with this, I have a question for you. I thank God for my love for people, and for God enabling me to birth Healthy Emotes Counseling Service, being able to help hurting people. This is my gift, my empathy and my compassion for the world is my gift to the world. Also, Talk Therapy Live here, sharing this episode. This is a free service to the community. Why?
Yeah.
Because everyone cannot afford counseling,
Yeah.
and everyone may not have time to go to counseling. So we're offering our gifts back. You all know that I wrote a book, Secret Pain, Forgiving Your Offender, which, you know, you can get a download on Kindle, on Amazon. But after reading Secret Pain, you will understand the consequences of unforgiveness.
Secret Pain, Forgiving Your Offender.
Of
right?
forgiving your offender.
That's a gift within itself.
Oh my gosh.
So what if we wanted to purchase your book and give it to someone for Christmas? That's actually, because you have two books that are out there, right? One is a journal.
Yes.
And the other one is a book, of course, that they can definitely read and
Yes.
learn about how to do that.
Oh my
How to
goodness.
forgive.
Learning
That's a gift
to
to
forgive,
yourself.
it is a gift to
Yes, it's a
yourself.
gift to yourself.
Seriously. So if you want that book, you can go to my website, which is healthyemotes.com, and order the book. Or if you want to download it for your Kindle, you can do that on Amazon. Be a blessing to yourself. We're going into a whole nother year. Be a blessing to yourself. Learn how to forgive and walk in freedom.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you all know that last year, Life Changer, two different books, Life Changer. So this book is going to help you process your thoughts so it can put you in a better headspace, whether if you're going through grief. And definitely during this season, a lot of people are going through grief. Holidays
So
are
explain
hard.
the Life Changer journal. Explain that and how it could benefit individuals today.
Okay.
Around this time, Christmas time.
Okay. All right. So the Life Changer Journal was named that because it will change your life. You get to decide who you want to be and how you want to be in any particular situation. But the issue, Bishop, is that we don't know what we don't know.
Yeah.
So the Life Changer Journal will journey you through your thought processes. It will help you to process your negative thoughts, but then it won't leave you there. And a lot of people are afraid to journal because they're like, I don't want to feel those emotions. I don't want to get stuck there. But not with Life Changer Journal. You will be able to process your thoughts in a healthy way and then come out, because it's going to lead you to feel better about the circumstances by prompting you to do different things. You know, and you have in here different exercises. You have a mindful exercise, deep breathing exercises. You have different quotes all throughout the book. And some of you did get it, but you have to pick it up again for when you go through your situations in life. This book can definitely be found on Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, and also on my website, again, healthyemotes.com.
It's good to purchase the Life Changer Journal because you can actually, as you just stated, you can journal your feelings and emotions from, say, 2 months ago to this very present moment. You know, hey, around this time last month, I was feeling this way, but today I'm much better.
That's
so you can
right.
actually go back and look at your own progression.
That's right. And sometimes, like, when you can't sleep, I've done this myself, can't sleep, get out the bed, start journaling. Because what's happening is that thoughts are like children who wants your attention.
Okay. Yeah.
They keep
Good way to put that.
ruminating. They keep going round and round and round, just pulling on you because they want to be addressed. Well, you know, until you do that, you can't sleep. You're tossing and you're turning and you're thinking about ABCD. Write it down in the journal. Get up, write it down, and then you have reduced your anxiety by several points.
And take yourself to sleep.
It worked. Listen. Do I have a witness
Take
out there?
yourself to
Anyone who
sleep.
has bought Life Changer Journal, has it worked for you? If it has worked for you, go ahead and let someone know, because we're in the business, Bishop and I, of helping you.
Exactly.
He does an excellent job helping us spiritually. Like every Sunday, every Wednesday, it's so enriched. It's like marinated food. You know, he's not just throwing stuff on the stove. No, this is marinated stuff.
Okay.
Stuff that has been in a crock pot.
Watch yourself.
I come with my spiritual napkin tied around my neck every Sunday and Wednesday.
You must. What does this say here? It says that when you put your feelings on paper, it releases you of all your negative feelings. It definitely has worked for me.
Amen.
That's
Amen.
good.
Remember this, that emotions expressed is better than emotions suppressed.
Okay.
Suppression leads to depression. And buy it, if you already have one, then buy it for Christmas for somebody else. Buy it for their birthday, or just buy it just because you know that they need it.
Give a gift. You know, I have learned that no matter who you are, there are certain emotions that will come out of nowhere during Christmas time.
Oh my goodness.
You know, and I just experienced that this morning, right? Out of nowhere, you know, I'm feeling some kind of way immediately. The feelings and emotions of my grandparents came upon me so swiftly.
Yes.
And it wasn't even on my mind to do so.
Right.
But you know, some people around this time get depressed. They deal with depression. They go through it. They're sad. They really don't know how to deal with that emotion every year.
That's right.
You know,
yes.
What are some of the things that they could definitely do to minimize that part of it?
Honor it.
Okay.
Honor it. Because if it came out, if it came out, it was already in. Something can't come up, can't come out if it's not already in.
Okay.
So if it comes up, we just need to honor it.
Yeah.
So it's not the thoughts, it's what type of thoughts you're thinking. If you focus on your loss, like if you're thinking about your grandparents and you're just focused on the loss of it versus the joy and the laughter and the good times. So you are always in control. You're always in control.
That, so I believe you said once before about good grief.
Yes.
You know, you sure, if you knew my grandparents, you have a lot to laugh about.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Have a good time about. You know, so the sad part goes away very quickly.
Yes.
You know
yes.
what I mean?
Yes.
So,
absolutely. Yeah, I was a little triggered this week. My sister-in-law had posted Dad's thing and honor him because, you know, his birthday was December the 13th, and he was our assistant pastor of the church. You know, but when I saw it, I was so happy to see it, but then feelings start coming, you know, because you have to catch yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you don't catch yourself, you can find yourself somewhere where you don't want to be. But you know, Dad, you know, he was so silly and fun and all that.
And then if you really knew him, you know, you're only sad, but for a moment.
Yes,
because
indeed.
He wouldn't want you to be sad.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Exactly.
He just wouldn't be.
So there's nothing wrong with feeling emotions. We should never be afraid to feel emotions. One emotion is not better than the other emotion. They're all good within their proper context. You know, so whether if you have fear or worry or whatever it is, it's just about honoring it, acknowledging it, and processing it.
It's going to come up. You must honor it and get through it. And
That's right. That's right. So what are some of your gifts? Are you all putting this in the chat? What's your gifts? Other than the fruits of the Spirit, because that should be automatic.
Should be automatic, but some people are working on it. Some people are working on those fruits.
Dr. Janelle
Some people are working
Robinson
on love.
Yes. It is a gift, but you need to think about, because this is the question that I have for you.
Okay.
Does your gifts equate to your purpose?
I believe they most definitely walk hand in hand. You know, you can have many gifts, but you know, you can have a really flow in your purpose. You know what I mean? Your focus, your purpose could be the gifts of help.
Okay.
That could be your purpose. It is a gift in that, you know what I mean? So after that, you can have many other gifts that may not actually be your purpose, but they're your gift.
That kind of lead you towards your purpose.
Well, if you don't understand your purpose.
But once you have so many gifts, that should shine a light on what your purpose is, right?
Sure.
I mean, just because...
Well, a lot of people don't know what their purpose is.
And this is where we're trying to help them, because a lot of people do say, I don't know what my purpose is. But then if you know what your gifts are, shouldn't that like
it should
shine
lead you in the direction of what your purpose is.
Because for me to have a genuine love for people, for me to really want to help people, for me to give of myself so freely, and when I say freely, I'm talking about spiritually and monetary, because you know I do a lot of stuff for free.
Most definitely.
And but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? But all of this speaks to who I am, why I am
your
here.
Your purpose is people.
Yes.
Your purpose is people.
My purpose is people. So your giftings should lead you in the right direction for your purpose.
Let's see. Someone says, let's see. Sister Janelle, she says, helping others during times of sorrow.
Okay, that's your gift, daughter? Are you saying that's what your gift is? Because that's a beautiful gift.
It's a beautiful gift. It's needed. Some people don't know what their gift is. I always say the best way to find out what yours is to help others with theirs.
And then it may surprise you what area you're helping in. Because all of those are telltale signs who you really are.
Exactly.
You know, like I can't help Sister Forte sing, or you know what I mean.
You can help her. You can encourage her.
Or media, right? Now, but encouragement is a part of who I am.
That
you know.
is true.
Yes, so
that is true.
Whatever your gifts are, share those. Whether you can sing. Now, if you have a singing gift and you're not using it, shame on you.
Shame on you.
Because I want it.
Shame on you. Yeah. We're not talking about shower singing.
Like Shaq.
Yeah. No Shaq singing.
But seriously, share your gift with the world. If you're blessed to be able to play the piano or play an instrument, you know how many people in a nursing home that would cheer up, would bring joy to.
True.
Don't keep your gift for yourself. Share your gifts. I mean, what if the wise men didn't give their gifts to Jesus? I mean, that was so prophetic nature. You know.
But it's it's so a lot of times when you give, it is really good for you to do so.
It is. It is.
You know what I mean? It makes you feel good, number one, about yourself, you know, and it feels like you are definitely making a difference in the earth.
That's right.
With all that's going on today.
That's right.
I mean,
And you do have a sense of purpose.
Yeah, children need our gifts. You know, our seniors need our gifts. A lot of times our seniors are kind of left to themselves and left behind. Like you said, those that have the gift to play or sing or whatever, go and share that with a senior who's not able to get out.
Yeah. Or if you
do what you can.
If you have the gift of encouragement, what are you doing with that gift?
Exactly.
When's the last time you called someone to encourage them? When's the last time you sent a card to encourage them?
Or post something on Facebook. Things are differently now, so you can share your gift on Facebook.
That's right.
You know, to encourage others.
Yes. And it's so beautiful to receive texts. You know, First Lady didn't want anything, just want you to know I appreciate you and I love you. I mean, that melts my heart.
Most definitely.
Seriously. Well, we are talking about sharing your gifts. And we have special guests here today, and she's loaded with giftings as well. I don't know if it's a family thing or whatever, you know, but I would certainly like to bring her on so that she can talk about her giftings and what she has done lately with her gifts and what she wants to do. Do you have anything to say? You want to introduce
someone
her?
That I know? I mean, do I know this person?
Well, I think you do a little bit.
No, I'm serious. Do I know this person?
Maybe a little bit. But I'm grateful for her.
Oh, did she just ask me? But go ahead.
He's him hauling around.
Go ahead.
You know. But I'm grateful for her because, again, like the brother, she selflessly gives of herself. And she's so talented. She's so talented. And I thank God for the manifold blessings that are upon her life and what he's doing in her life. So,
well, introduce her and then share with a little bit about who she is and what she does. And
well, I'm going to let her do that.
Go ahead and do that. Come on, guests.
Put your hands together. We welcome.
I'm scooting out of the way here.
Thank you, Bishop. Y'all want to end out on Joy to the World?
Go ahead, do your thing.
This is MarVon Forte. I spoke about how gifted that she is. She's gifted, she's talented, she loves God, she loves God's people, and she love her Bishop and First Lady.
All right.
And we know that.
What about her husband? She does love her husband.
Well, I'm speaking for us.
Okay,
right?
I'm just saying. I know he.
I can go on and on about all who she
He might be looking. I'm just saying.
Pastor, help us. Take him out there. All right, so I want to introduce MarVon Forte, and I'll let you tell us a little bit about yourself.
Wow, who am I? Let's see. Of course, I am MarVon Bozeman Forte, for those who are watching on Facebook. Let's see, I am all-around creative person. I'm very unique. I'm intuitive. I am creative, most definitely. I'm loving. I'm a Christian woman who happens to be a mother, a wife, a daughter, an amazing sister. Can I get...
Amen.
All right. So I am all of those things, and yeah.
So when you mention those things, you still don't tap into what you do.
No.
I mean, tell us what you do. How do you use your gifts?
Wow. In very many ways. I think I've gotten the bug from my father, who did very many things. Very talented and still is talented. Wow. I do run social media manager, graphic arts. I am actually a PC trainer for the state of Ohio. So
What is PC?
Personal computer training. So if you need help with Excel, Word, Outlook, PowerPoint, I'm your go-to girl to get you to know these things and become more familiar with it. I do many other softwares, Facebook, all that great stuff, YouTube, all of that stuff I can create.
If you all want to see what she does, go to my Talk Therapy Live page because she's the manager.
Yes, that I do.
All the graphics that you see is this one right here. You may see me post something random, you know it ain't her. But you can go and see her work too.
Yeah, I do desire to serve and to help in whatever capacity that I can. So I'm always available to you and Bishop, always, no matter what, until I can't be anymore. You know what I mean? So
yes, we know that. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate you all.
I try not to use her too much because I have issues with asking for help, a lot, and that I'll spin my wheels. Then when I can't do it anymore, I'm like, sis, but she's always there, even in the midnight hour. She's there.
Well, hey, once my business grows and keeps going, I can start hiring people who have the same gifts or similar gifts, so we can help be that multitude to change the world.
All right. So you mentioned the marketing. You mentioned what you do for the state of Ohio.
Yes.
You're awesome. You're an awesome organist and singer.
Oh, bless you.
All right.
Come on. Every Sunday,
To God
if
be
you
the
all want to
glory.
hear her, go to our Facebook Live page, Assembly of Faith, on Sunday
Listen,
mornings.
I definitely try. I love background now. I can sing background.
She does it
all day long. I'll leave that up to Bishop and my wonderful mother, MarVon Bozeman, to do, because they're awesome at it. So
you all are.
Oh.
Your whole
To God be the
family
glory.
is.
To
Your
God
whole
be the
family
glory.
is. So you kind of see what we're working with. We're talking about giving these gifts back. Can you imagine her possessing all of this and sitting on it?
yeah. Yeah,
So
you're right.
so we see
You're
the
right.
blessing in walking in boldness, the blessing and walking in our calling. Your gift is not for you.
Right.
Your gift is for other people. So we need to stop being lazy, for
Yeah.
one, and being selfish for the other. So let's talk a little bit about your journals. What have you been up to lately?
Oh, well, I've been creating. So this is what happened during the pandemic. Of course, we were in the house, and some of us are still in the house. And I had these ideas, because I'm always coming up with ideas. And that's just my mind, just being creative. But I wanted to create a book originally just for the everyday person, the everyday mother, I would say, the mom, the businesswoman. But that entailed a lot more money, right? So this is what happened. I started researching on how to actually create a book without me going to a book book business. And then I start researching and doing tons of research on how could I do it myself. So I started with low content books first until I really want my actual idea to come out. So I researched that, started low content books, and I have 3 books. And the inspiration for this one particular book that's selling off the charts is my 3 nieces. I have amazing nieces and nephews, don't get me wrong. But when I see my niece Elise, shout out to Elise and Saleya and Lariah, they're always writing, they're always coloring, they're always being creative. And so that was my inspiration for this book. And this book is the Merry Christmas Activity book for kids. So it's with coloring books, if you can see this. It's coloring pages in there, it's word searches, to help with their just overall cognitive skills and mazes inside. So this is something I self-published. So I learned how to self-publish these low-content books, and they're available on Amazon. So it was a lot of work and a lot of research, but things came through, and yeah, voila, it's here.
And I see you have ages 6 to 10 on there.
Yes, ages 6 to 10. Really, it's for anyone doesn't have an age.
Listen, okay, so in the back of this journal, you will find positive distractions.
Yes, I was going to say.
Listen, yes, because I could use those books myself, because we love to color. We all have an inner child.
Absolutely, I was going to say that. Yeah, it helps to bring out your inner child, and it helps the relationship, the communication between child or even siblings, or child to a parent, or child to adult, to say when they finish one of these pages and they show someone, they say that helps the communication to say, oh, you did an amazing job, that looks great, and that helps build the child's self-esteem. So it's very many avenues that are purposes for this book. So please feel free to use it.
I love that. I love that, because once you get in that book, you're not focused on your problems.
Exactly.
You know, so speak to me about, because this is something that I feel is going to bless our children and get the children back to being children again. What are your thoughts about how much time is being spent on the gaming system, and
too much time.
What do you feel about or think about the effects of society from that?
Too much time is being spent. Too much screen time is being spent for kids. I believe if a child is really under 1, they shouldn't have any screen time. That's their time to experience different stimuli, to touch things, to smell things, to really grow and continue to grow. I believe it's the first 5 years of your life, of a kid's life, is very important. That's where things are more grounded and solidified for them and who they will become in life.
And that's how they experience the world. Through tasting and touching.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. So experience good stimuli helps the kid become more advanced. So when they're in school, when they start school, they won't be behind, because it's harder for a kid to catch up when they're so far behind in school and all we're giving them is devices. So
and what effects do you think that it has socially?
Oh, wow. Listen, it has a lot of effects. Overstimulation for the kids. Gaming system, it can cut a kid's inability to communicate to others.
And how so?
They're doing this all the time, so there's no conversation really going on. And I know they have the game system where you can talk to, someone over in China or what have you, but it's still not good enough. You need that, as Elder Trout used to say, touch and talk.
Touch and talk. It does not replace in-person contact.
Exactly. It can also affect your sleep disturbance. It can affect that to whereas you lose track of time because you're wanting to reach another level or a new level, or you want to get past this certain game to move on to the next, and that can keep you up all night, which is not good for yourself. I know that to be true. It's not good for yourself.
Sleep is extremely important.
Yeah.
And what it does, if you're on the gaming system, there's too much internal stimuli.
Absolutely.
And it definitely stimulates the pineal gland. So if you're always on there, you're telling the pineal gland that it's really daytime. So it doesn't know that circadian rhythm cycle is messed up, and we can't sleep and we can't function like we should the next day.
Yep. So it's important. So for all of these parents who purchase game systems for their children, they're good, but give them screen time.
Give them
certain screen time, like hour, 2 hours. I know you are busy cooking, doing whatever you're doing, but spend time with your child.
The gaming system should not be the babysitter.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
Yes.
I know I certainly wasn't raised that way. Of course, we went outside to play.
Yes.
We made mud pies.
Yes.
We rode our bikes up and down the street, even though we couldn't go off the street. And we had to be home before the street lights came on.
We used our imagination.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We had a club on our street. I think I was up for the vice president. It was Stephanie and Sean, and we had, I think it was Jay Grimes. We had this club we formed. So it's always best to be creative and have the kids go outside, but not only that, play with them.
But you're developing relationships.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, for such a time as this. So
Yes. Church, kids on their gaming system.
Oh, never. In church, I couldn't even let alone bring a baby doll in church. I believe after a certain age, and here's me, wake up for the children, wake up and listen, all right? Because you got ears, all right? So I don't think I've ever been nudged by my grandparents or auntie or uncle to say, wake up, MarVon, because I was already, I don't know if it was the music, I don't know what it was, but I was excited to go to church.
I think it's an easy way out, though.
Yeah,
it's an easy way out. If I send my children with certain devices, or if I'm at home and I give them devices, I can sleep.
Yeah,
I can chill. I can do whatever. But I remember praying when I was a single parent, working for the state full time and going to school.
Yeah,
and I remember praying, Lord, please don't let me be a lazy parent.
That's a lot. That's a prayer needed for those parents out there to propel them to, number one, to do better, to be a better parent. You know what I'm saying? I know they're working a job or two or what have you, but find that quality time with your kid.
Yes.
No matter how tired you are, because they're only going to be a kid for so long, and it's what you pour into them.
And it's what you pour into them, what society is going to experience.
Ooh, absolutely. So those experiences in church, from saying Christmas speeches in church to Easter time. I remember skipping around the church, and I didn't want to skip, but I did because we had to. But having to remember our Christmas speeches, to say them.
That was a challenge.
Yeah, singing in the children's choir. It
but
was
church
amazing.
is where we get our start in life.
Our foundation.
It sets us up well.
I tell you
public
this.
Speaking.
Yeah. I mean, I tell you this, being a PC trainer with the state of Ohio, who would have thought? I never would have thought, because at one point I was shy, and I still am shy to a degree, that having that experience in church and doing all the things that I did in church helped me actually do what I do in my professional career.
But you all would not believe that this one right here, when she used to sing, she would turn around backwards and sing because she didn't want to look at the people.
Yeah.
You know, but look at her now. You know what I mean?
All glory be to God.
Definitely offering those gifts to the world.
Yeah.
We have to extend ourselves, come outside of ourselves. I mean, either we're going to be sold out or we're not going to be sold out.
Absolutely.
What's the song say? Withholding nothing.
Yes.
So what are your gifts? What are you offering to the world?
Yeah.
You have 2 other journals there.
Do. So, of course, again, this other one was inspired by my niece, Elise. Be it that we spent so much time together, and she will write in anything. And so what I got her some paper so she can write, because she's starting to write her name and all that great stuff. So I said, well, why not create just writing pages for her so she can write her own book and everything. So here's another book. It's a handwriting practice book. So all of this is my creation, as far as what you see, the design of it and everything. It's all it's all the Lord, but yes. So this is just a handwriting book, so they can practice their handwriting while they're on Christmas break, summer break. They can still continue to practice their handwriting book, or their handwriting, their cursive, their numbers, sentences, so they can be a lot better. Kids tend to forget a lot during the summertime. Why? Because they're not exercising their brain. So this is a sure way to assist them in exercising their handwriting to get their math skills together.
But what I like about it, although, it's a handwriting practicing journal, you can go back and see your progress. You know what I mean? And then how fun it is to go back years later and find this book. You'd be like, oh my God.
This is how I was. Yes. Yeah, I remember having I don't know if I still have it, but a Social Security card. I was excited to get a Social Security card. I don't know what age I was, but my mom let me sign it. And it was, I had to have been in elementary school, and to look back at that to see how I was, how my penmanship has grown. Because nowadays, they're not even teaching cursive.
They're not.
So that's a sure way to help your kids with cursive
because it's necessary. We need to know how to sign our names, right? What are they doing now? Just printing their names?
I don't know, but a lot of things are electronically, so that's why. You know what I mean? A lot of things are electronically. So
what kind of world are we living in? One other thing I love about this is because everything is all together. You don't have to go back and find pieces of paper and what you did last week, and you can't find that, and everything is all together, so you remember what you were practicing, and you can pick up where you left off, and it's all together.
So I think too, I wanted to, if someone asks me a question, I'm always challenged by the question to see if I can do it. So I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but
it's just how your brain works.
Right, so it's like, can I do that? Someone asked me to actually create a journal for them, and I'm like, I'm not sure if I have those skills or abilities to do that. However, that is something that I could do, possibly. So this is why I created these 3 books, and the other book was inspired by my husband, Michael Forte. All right, the number 1 bassist in the world.
Yes.
So
can you read that comment on there?
Ooh, let's see.
How can you be reached, MarVon?
How can you be reached? Yes, I can be reached by Instagram and Facebook.
I was going to get to that.
So you can reach me at Von LeShay. It's Von LeShay Creative Solution. That's just VonLeshay on Facebook and Instagram. So you'll see me there. To get to the other inspiration was my husband, because if he takes a gig, he writes down the music himself and writes little notes. He goes into a whole shebang learning music.
I bet he does.
Which is great. Seriously.
He's very meticulous.
Yeah, he prays. He got to study the songs, the meaning of the song, the attitude of the song. He really goes in. I don't go in that much, but I probably should. But he really goes in. He goes in. And so I created this music notebook. So it's just a notebook to, if you write music, lyrics, if you write notes, this is the book to actually purchase. And in the back, this is a gig schedule. So if you have gigs, I hate to call them gigs, I think that's a not so good word, but if you have gigs, you can write them down here of who the musicians were, from the keyboardist, like rehearsal time, the musical director, and social media handles and contacts for those who are playing with you or singing with you. So it's a good thing to definitely have. And actually, your fee in charge if you're charging anything as a musician. So yes,
and you probably should be. It's your time.
Yes. And speaking of gifts, I mean, these are gifts that God has definitely placed in me, and I would be so selfish to keep them.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like the 3 wise men, or the wise men who had gifts. Those gifts were not for them.
That's right.
Even though they had them, they were not for them. So they gave them unto the Lord. So that's just my reasonable service. I think my gift is a gift of service, gift of help. I love to serve.
Yes.
And even if I don't, you'll probably will find me always being busy, always, no matter what. that can be a good or bad thing. That's
I help make her have a seat sometimes. She ain't be doing too much.
Yeah, but I get a joy. I get joy out of just helping people and serving people, making sure they're okay. Making sure that they're comfortable. Do you need anything? Taking things away or giving them things to make their experience a good experience. So, yeah, that was, I can remember doing that even as a child, but yeah.
Yeah, and it's just amazing because you, Bishop, and I are three people, and we've already talked about so many gifts that we possess. But what about the body? What about you on Facebook? Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, every need should be met if we were to utilize and exercise our gifts.
Yeah, that's true. And I think, like Bishop mentioned before, to help someone with their gift, and that'll actually reveal your gift to you. That's why in church I think it's so important to be active, so you can find your gifts or talents, your purpose in it. But if you don't know now, just help someone.
Yes.
I love to help, and it's not that MarVon's in everything, but it's because those won't volunteer to do anything. So, so you have to step up, and then with the experience, you get that more experience to become better.
Yes.
To add something else on your plate of this is what I can do now, or this is what I know now.
That's right.
So it's all for your greater good for your future.
No one arrives to earth empty.
Exactly.
Everyone is sent to earth with purpose. So even if you are in church or not in church, you have something inside of you that someone else needs.
Yeah.
It could be a business need. It can be something for church. It can be for you, just something that's going to help people in the marketplace. You have something in you. All of these creations and all of these things that have come to pass in the earth hasn't always been from people who are in church per se, just because no one arrives empty.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's up to you if you tap into who you are.
You definitely have to. I remember really quick that I had a dream. It was some years back, maybe like 7 years back, where I created a calculator, a budget thing to put on carts and things of that nature. And I wrote it down. I wrote it down, but I didn't know how to actually make it come to life because it was such a big idea. It's like, where do I start?
Right.
So I kind of just, shoved it off and didn't pay any attention to it. I go into Kroger's, and what do I see? This very creation and gadget that's on the carts that you can calculate and check out on the cart.
Yes.
I said, oh my.
I did the same thing with heating blankets, like blankets that you can put in your car. Because I'm like, if you get into an accident or your battery dies or whatever, and it's winter time, you're going to be cold. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, what can you do to have something warmer?
Right. I already know.
So we all have gifts, we all have talents, we all have a purpose. So instead of saying, I don't know what my purpose is, and you not doing anything, find out what's your gift. Maybe you like to cook. That's a gift. I don't like to cook. I will cook.
Right.
I do enjoy it when I'm doing it, but I don't think that's my gift,
Well, I think it is. I definitely think it is, but I'll say this, because in an up-and-coming young woman, I used to watch you and help you.
Yes.
Before I was married, and help you cook. So you were an inspiration to me, you and my grandmother.
Yes.
So now when I cook now, I do find it enjoyable, but it really reminds me of like my grandmother. And I do it because it's what she did, her making sure that everybody was good, everyone was fed. And so I've taken that on, and I'm happy to take it on all the time.
Yes, and I'm so proud of the woman you've become.
No, don't
because I've watched you over the years. She used to be scared of meat. I used to chase her around the kitchen with the turkey.
Yeah, she did. She used to torture me.
But she's cooking turkeys now,
Yeah.
But really, you've developed into an awesome woman, an awesome wife. woman of God, you know, and I'm like extremely proud.
Well, listen, I would not be half the woman I am without key people. And this is when they say it takes a village.
Yes.
Oh, it certainly takes a village. So without you and Bishop's example, you know what I'm saying? Without my grandparents' example, Uncle Carl, Aunt Verna, you know, my mama, my dad. It's just those examples, Reverend Brown and Mrs. Brown, that I looked at and was able to observe and was able to see, and therefore, you know, take away small parts of their relationship or life and input it in mine, you know, to create something. So hopefully my nieces and my nephews can see that in me, and I can be that inspiration.
Here's the caveat, though. You can be around people like that.
That is
true.
true.
You know what I'm saying? And not pick up anything.
Very true. That's dangerous if that's happening. That's not good.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. So, like,
because you're wasting people's time, especially if they're pouring into you.
And God is so strategic in the plans that He has for you, that He is going to take you and put you around people you need to develop you.
Yeah, nothing just happens, guys. Nothing.
That's right. So if you have the blessing of being around people like this, pick up from them.
Please. Please.
Because why are you around then?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because iron does sharpen iron.
Yeah. And you have to grow in life.
Yeah.
With each season, there's things that happen in life. You know what I'm saying? The rain, the storm, the cold, the hot. These are seasons such as, you know, in our spiritual life, we have to grow.
That's right.
We have to grow.
You have to grow, because if you're not growing, we do call it something in psychology. All right. So we definitely want to grow. We want to learn. You have to be stretched. And that's a part of that lazy mentality when you find a person that does not want to grow. They want to remain the same, but then they want people to hand them things.
Yeah.
And we didn't have things handed to us.
Not at all. Not at all.
Well, it has been an honor having you on the show.
Thank you for
today.
having me. Thank you so much.
Tell them one more time where they can find you at.
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Von LeShay. I'm under Von LeShay Creative Solutions. Hit me up. Big things are happening for me in January, as I will be opening my business for graphic design and all that good stuff.
I am super proud. Anything
Thank you.
I can do to help, you know I'm there.
Oh, I know.
I know. But I am your host, Kimberly B, and Mark Bishop Bozeman is over there in the background. Healthy Emotes Counseling Services, 614-669-5115. Bishop, what you want to leave us with?
Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold Him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let